Hey, vegan cyclist, we're gonna go through a really quick, super quick meal. Something that you can make for your family or for you that is delicious and awesome. My wife, she does these a lot, so I'm gonna have her kind of give you the lowdown on what to do, how to do it. But I guarantee you, 20 minutes, you'll have an amazing dinner. Let's do it. All right, so what is the name of this meal? What would you say this meal is?
Just vegan enchiladas. And what's awesome about it is that it's kind of a one meal thing, so you can put your veggies in the enchiladas and even your potatoes, and then it's done.
So what are the ingredients that we're gonna need, the whole ingredients list?
Flour tortillas, which we used corn, but I like to use flour. And then for the sauce, you're gonna need to use vegetable broth and spices, cumin, smoked paprika, salt and pepper, a little bit of flour to make it thick. And you have to have nutritional yeast because you don't have to have it, but that's what makes it taste really good. And then for the inside, we like to do, we did black beans, but I've done garbanzo beans and tofu and onions and tomatoes and garlic. And then if you want to add veggies, you can, like zucchini would be good. If you wanted to add your broccoli, one time we did sweet potatoes and black beans, and that was really good. So you could pretty much do it however you want.
All right, so first things first, what is the first thing I gotta do?
First thing you're gonna wanna do is cook your potatoes, since those take the longest. So we did them on the stove, and while your potatoes are cooking, then you're gonna heat your oven to 350 degrees. While your potatoes are cooking, then you can get started on the filling. And the filling, you're gonna first get your big pan and you're gonna heat up some oil, add some garlic and onions, your tomatoes, your vegetables if you want, like zucchini or broccoli, and then your beans, either black beans or garbanzo beans.
And so what did we do? We did tomatoes, onions, black beans.
And tofu. The sprouted tofu. That's what we did.
Any seasonings in that filling?
Yeah, you're pretty much gonna do the same seasoning in your filling and then your sauce. So salt and pepper and garlic and cumin, smoked paprika. We didn't use chili powder, but I like to use chili powder also. And then just cook your sauce or your filling up until it looks good and cooked, maybe 15 minutes. The next is the sauce. So with the saucepan, you're gonna heat up some olive oil, and then you're gonna add some, it's like 1/4 cup of flour, and then I think 1/4 cup also of tomato paste. It really doesn't matter. It's just to taste. You're gonna add flour, tomato paste, and your spices, so salt and pepper, and then your cumin and your smoked paprika. Then you're gonna cook that up for just a couple minutes, and then you're gonna add your vegetable broth. So about 3 cups of vegetable broth, and then get that cooking and mix it. I like to use the whisk. Then that will kind of get thick.
All right, so we have our potatoes on the stove, we have our filling and our sauce. And so the next thing we need to do is, honestly, if we had flour tortillas, we would have done them like normal enchiladas and wrapped all that stuff up and put them in the pan, but we didn't have flour tortillas, we had corn tortillas. So my wife kind of thought up of a real quick fix for that.
We just did more of a casserole style, so you're gonna do a first layer of your sauce, and then we did a layer of corn tortillas just flat, and then we did the filling, and then the corn tortillas, and then the sauce. I would recommend to roll it up with the big flour tortillas because that's gonna be easier. Each person will have their own enchilada, and then once you top it with the sauce, then you bake it for maybe 10-15 minutes. It's already hot, it's just kind of getting that sauce nice and cooked on there.
And then so while that's in the oven, now you can start doing your veggies on the side, whatever that is. We did
broccoli and asparagus.
And some onions. And so just a little bit of olive oil, some salt and pepper with those, and stir fried them.
Because I personally don't like the vegetables in the enchiladas. I'd rather have it on the side.
So now once the enchiladas are done and you pull those out, your potatoes are done, your veggies are done, you've got your enchiladas, and then how do you kind of finish that off?
Then you can either just chop up some avocado, or you can whip it up so it's nice and fluffy, and then just sprinkle it with cilantro, and then you're good to go.
It's really good. It's delicious. And this way, if you don't wrap it up in flour tortillas, you do it casserole style. That's pretty cool. You could just dump it in like a bowl and just have at it. Or if you do the actual enchilada type deal where you roll it up in a flour, then it might look a little better. But still, it ends up kind of being the same because it's kind of a mess. It just goes everywhere. But guys, try this out. If you do take some pictures, send it to me on Facebook. I'd love to see your creation of this.
And what's great is that you'll probably have leftovers, so, because it makes maybe 7 enchiladas. So we usually always have leftovers. You can have it for dinner again or have it for lunch.
Guys, thank you so much. Vegan Cyclist.
Yeah.